I'm Ruth, and this is EQUI-GH TV. You're welcome.
Thank you for that.
What about you? What's your name?
My name is ALEXANDER OSEI KWAME POSSIBLE. You can call me Possible for short.
Oh, okay. So, what were you aspiring for? What are you aspiring for?
Actually, I'm aspiring for local news presidency. Yeah.
Any plans for you aspiring for it?
Yes, please. What I know is that once you are a leader, you have to get some plans, and you have to get a foresight. Every leader, without a foresight, can't go far. So, and as an aspirant, I have a foresight. I have things that I've put on paper that I'm willing to bring on board so that students also can benefit from that. So,
can you tell us some of the things?
all right. Now, according to income tax law at 2015 at 896, now it says that a company, when a company is I'm paraphrasing it, right? If a company is employing a person and the person already knows how to drive and the person is coming with a driving license, that person has to be given the opportunity. Like that person has to be given an advantage over those who don't know how to drive. Because provided you are going to be appointed as a manager and you don't know how to drive, you have to pick a driver for you. I hope it makes sense. So my policy number one is the establishment of driving school on campus. So that's what students are studying. They can also pursue driving school. And the issuance of driving licenses. I hope it makes sense. Okay. Again, we could see that the education students, sometimes they find it very difficult to get places to do their off-campus and those stuffs. So I think as a local news president who is responsible for the external affairs of the students, we can secure some places for the education students so that they can have somewhere to do their off campuses, and putting that one aside, and also looking at this one scholarship aspect. The fact, you see, whenever you are coming to UCC campus and you get your admission letter, when you look at it, you could see that it has been written on it boldly that UCC does not offer scholarships. Now, I am a scholar. I completed school and I spent 4 years in the house before coming to school. It took the intervention of a US organization before I was able to come here. So I know that once you are a student, scholarship is very important. Yeah. When you were in the house during the COVID break, there were a lot of people who were calling me, possible, we can't get money to pay our fees and those stuff. I hope it makes sense. So as a local news president who is responsible for the external affairs of the students, I think securing scholarship is very important. I hope it makes sense. So scholarship is very important. This and many more that I have on paper.
I wish you all the best, and I think you have great ideas.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. And any expectations for these upcoming elections?
All right. There is one thing that I would say, and that is anyone who is in a race always have a vision of winning. So the expectation that I have is agenda. You see that one? Agenda winning. I don't want to say agenda win. No, agenda winning. I hope it makes sense.
Yes, it does.
So that is my expectation. I'm hoping for the best. And I'm praying that God will help me. So each and every one who is listening to me or who is watching me, this is your boy or your man, possible, number 5 on the ballot screen, aspiring for local news presidency. Local news, National Union of Ghana Students, who is responsible for the external affairs of the students. We need people who can stand and defend for the students. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So any motivation for the students?
Okay, there is one thing that has been keeping me moving on UCC campus, and that is to not only look at the grade, I hope it makes sense, but also to lay my hands on certain things. That motivated me to sacrifice my first class. I was with a big first class. I sacrificed it and started something. I hope it makes sense. Now I realized that education is not about book. When I was in level 100, I got a lot of A's. Level 100 first semester to be precise, I did 6 courses, I got 5 A's. You see that one? But when I discovered my destiny, I saw that way back in JHS, I was the overall JHS. In the district, SS, I was the overall best student in the SS. But university, I said that no, I will never let my life be restricted and limited to only education. I have to expand my coast. Like Jesus Christ told Peter, he said that throw it to the deep. So I said that no, I have to throw my net to the deep so that at least my career or my future can be bright. So my motivation to students is that they shouldn't look at the grade. Sometimes the setback is the grade. You are performing very well. You were doing so well, but as soon as you started with something which will be able to push you to the higher future, you could see that you are great. I mean, it's declining. I hope it makes sense. So it is my motivation to students that they should press on. They shouldn't let the grades